Action.
Good evening, Paris. Today we're outside the Paris Theater where a riot had almost broke out. People were screaming, yelling, throwing things. The ballet dancers weren't even able to hear the orchestration. Today I'm here with people that either performed or were sitting in the audience. Today we're going to hear their side of the story of what really went down and why people were so upset. First off, we have Danny, who was actually part of the horde.
Bonjour. Bonjour. I play the French horn for the orchestra. To be quite honest, I did not like the orchestration when we were rehearsing. It was eerie and obtuse, and there were random pauses in unexplainable places, and instruments played over one another, and it was anything but harmonic. I did not get the vision. It ended up being an interesting performance. I had a shoe thrown at my head, but I did see the vision after Stravinsky told us what it was, what the story was, and I think it is brilliant and different, and it was an honor to play other than being in the right.
Wow. Thank you so much, Danny, for the honesty. We really appreciate it. Next up, we have Anthony, who was sitting front row of the performance. He's gonna tell us what happened and why people were so upset. Anthony?
Hello. Thank you for having me. First of all, I'd like to say that I traveled all the way from Britain to Paris to see this performance. I heard a lot of people hyping it up, and I wanted to hear and see what it was for myself. So, I'm in the audience, they start playing. They open up with the bassoon solo. That's different. That's quite interesting. It's a choice. It was interesting. The texture was interesting. And then the other instruments started layering in. We had clarinet, oboe, flute, all these different, textures. It was really different. Never quite heard anything like that before. And I could see how people would be uncomfortable in that situation. It just was very off-putting, very unsettling. It just didn't sound quite right. And when the curtain opened and we saw the ballet dancers, I was completely shocked. I was outraged. They were dressed in these really uncivilized uniforms. I couldn't stand it. It was downright savage. I couldn't take it. People started getting up and doing things and writing, and I felt it was the only natural thing to do. It was the only correct reaction. And, there was this horn player. Oh, this horn player. I took my shoe right off and I threw it right at her face. I just couldn't stand it anymore. I had to get out. Yes.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Anthony, for the brutal honesty. That is just crazy. Next up, we have someone that actually performed. She's gonna tell us what she thought and what she saw. Her name is Giselle. Giselle, please.
Hello, nice to meet you. Alright, to be quite honest, I did not find the best in the dancing. It felt barbaric and wild. And when you think about ballet, you think sophistication, softness. And this performance was everything but that. And I could understand why everyone broke out into riots. I do think that we could have taken it down different routes. But other than that, it was a riot.
Wow. Thank you so much, Giselle. Well, people of Paris, you've heard it from everyone. Thank you so much.